Open Technologies stock has surged around 15% today, guys, getting to that 5.90 level, retesting that ceiling of 5.043, where we found some pretty harsh rejections. And like we covered in the last video, guys, it's been a pretty tough resistance zone for a long time for Open. So very nice to see a nice green wide bar engulfing the last 2 days of price action due to the news of a new partnership with Tidal Resources Group. Good fundamentals coming in with Open. So good stuff, guys, across the board from technicals as well as fundamentals. Like we said in the last video, guys, we had kind of created a cup and handle pattern. We created a smaller one right here, that cup and handle, and then that breakout. And this is a wick, but nevertheless still a cup and handle like pattern here, guys. We see that top of 5.043 gets hit, smaller cup and handle right here, break out of that one, some sort of another cup and handle right here, handle effect, and now we are looking for that break, retesting that 587. All right, guys, so you to the weekly time frame, we can just see how tough of a zone that $5 level is. Been on a pretty harsh decline ever since that IPO range, right? We hit those all-time highs of 39.24, and from there, the stock really went to zero. The all-time low being 51 cents. The stock got completely crushed to nothing, right? But now we've seen all-time high volume, guys, and this stock has definitely picked up as far as attention and, buyer interest. So we're definitely seeing a bit of a shift in what price is doing. As more recent times, guys, we can see that $5 level holds us up once here, twice here, 3 times here, once again over here being the fourth time. Do see that we do get a big rejection, but we come right back up to that spot. So nice price action on the weekly, guys. If we do break this zone, which has been a very tough zone for price to get over for some time now, we would be looking very nice to the upside, given there's not a ton holding us back. All right, guys, I'm turning back to the daily. Pretty self-explanatory here, right? There wasn't a ton going on until recently. We have all-time volume here, guys. You see prices built some energy for a good amount of time. We hit those all-time lows of 50 cents, but then you see price try to ramp up. We see a bit of an ascending profile. And we see the first very volatile day given the recent price action, gapping up, getting us out of the zone. Big test from really nothing, guys, right? 50 cents all the way to $5. That's why you see such a big top wick. Lots of selling pressure at that zone, given we haven't tested that zone in a very long time. And in the past, like you saw on the weekly, very tough zone for stocks to get over. But you got to note that insane volume pressure here, tons of volume as we try to make that move. And then this is where we form that first cup and handle. You see that cup effect around that 3.92 level. Create that handle, break out of that, and then we do get kind of a second cup and handle. Not textbook, given that that's not a full candle, but still a wick. And we had begun making that handle. And then today with that 15% day, we see price break through that neckline area, and we break through that descending notion that we had going on. So looking great here, guys. As a buyer, you want to see that continue movement to the upside, possibly using this as support, given that there's a very tough resistance. So if we can start using it as support, trending in a healthier manner above this $5.10 zone roughly, then we would be in very good shape. You want to see that continued movement to the upside, possibly remain quite volatile as volumes keep surging in here, and retest that 587, getting over that. But yeah, very nice stuff here, guys. Today seeing a 15% day engulfing the last 2 days of price action. All right, now trending over to the hourly time frame. So we see that first run up, so we get a ton of buying pressure. Buyers find some really nice control after breaking above that initial cup and handle, leading us to that movement to 587. But we do see a bit of rejection there, but instead of retracing that entire movement, we retrace most of it, but we do find that 392 as support, as that was a past resistance. So pretty reactive stock here, guys. We see that these resistance and support levels do hold up, especially given that long-term price history of that $5 level being a very tough zone to get over. Very reactive stock that we see here, guys. Then we find a bit of an ascending profile, led up with a nice green wide bar, continuing that movement, right? A little bit of back and forth, but nevertheless, guys, we continue above that 504 level. So as long as we can hold this position, guys, and buyers can start to use this level as support, we're looking very good here to trend back to that 587, possibly creating higher highs. And as long as volume is on our side here, guys, there's a chance that we do see a final break of this zone, as it's been a very tough zone to break. And as you can see, guys, this resistance really held us up, created around that 2022 time period, September 2022. It is now September 2025, so this would be an incredible break of structure. This would give buyers a ton of momentum if we can finally break through that zone in a nice fashion and start to move to the upside, where we'll be testing certain psychological zones. Looking really nice here on open. This is the strongest we have been in a very, very long time. Our main price target being that 587 retest, and then that $6 psychological level. Then we do see room if we can break past this actual zone, using this as support if we do see a little bit of a rejection. Continuing to the upside, we do have a price target around that $9 to $10 level. I mean, I think this thing could really run, guys, if we break through this zone, right? We've been building energy within under this $5 zone for a very long time, guys. We're talking about 3 years. So this would be a very major break of price action. We're looking very bullish to the upside, guys, in the long term. So that's all I got for you guys today. Let me know your price predictions in the comments below. If you guys enjoyed and want to see more open content, make sure to like and subscribe. And as always, trade smart. I'll see you all in the next one.